To be honest, I don't even know if this is possible. Let's style the runway the short way on my 5'2" stature. Looking at the spring 2024 catwalks, it is impossible to ignore the Babydoll trend. This girlhood-inspired silhouette made up a large number of looks at shows like Gucci, Michael Kors, and Valentino. Now, if we consider our experience as short women of often being thought of as cute in a childlike sort of way and being treated like so, it's worth asking, is it possible for shorties to wear this trend and look chic? Well, let's find out. And make sure you watch until the very end for some shopping racks and style tips. All right, for our first look, we're gonna style this very frilly and very translucent Babydoll dress. This is very see-through and the armholes are deep. But I don't mind the contrasting black undies, so I'm gonna try adding a bodysuit. Off the shoulder bodysuit. I'm into it. We could pull down the straps and have this be like an off the shoulder neckline. I could secure it with like a stitch gun. But first, let's figure out the bottom. The top is very sexy, so we just need to like balance it out. Little shorties on a shorty. I think it works. Going with these platform boots, if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for tall boots as they're incredibly flattering on shorties. All right, shorty, I think we're getting somewhere. Let's keep going. For jewelry, I'm gonna keep it simple and go with these larger gold hoops. This purse has to be it. Look at the beadwork. So far, so good. And to top it off, we're going with these cat eye sunglasses. I could pull the straps down for an off-the-shoulder neckline, but I think it's a little bit more inventive to have them up. It reminds me of week 2 of Runway the Shortway, where we talked about the slouchy shoulder trend, and I featured a look by Atline where they had styled an off-the-shoulder neckline with the slouchy shoulder neckline. So this is very much inspired by that look. For the second look, we're gonna try this dressing gown that's actually 2 pieces. I've never worn this, and I think you could see why. The color isn't necessarily the best on me, and also the silhouette is very sweet and ladylike. So let's try to pair it with some footwear that's anything but sweet and ladylike. The sambas or the boots? And I think the boots work the most, but I'm still not sold. So let's try another option. I know I said I didn't want to do any ladylike footwear, but I had to try these flats. I'm not sold on them. I think the boots are better, but I think the key to pulling this off would be a beret, and it's way too hot for that now. So let's just move on. Second look, second try. Let's see how this vintage Babydoll looks. I am obsessed with this fabric. This neckline is so good. Nipple covers, granny panties. I think this is looking great, so let's do footwear. I can't decide between the sandal or the pointed toe heel, so let's try both. Pointed toe, sandals. I feel like this would make such a perfect dress for a super hot day, so I think the sandals are the way to go. It's really the perfect opportunity for me to wear these twisted gold hoops that I got from my grandma. Believe it or not, I am not wearing cat eye sunglasses. This time I'm wearing these rectangle-shaped sunnies. For a handbag, I'm pulling out this vintage beauty that's made out of suede and matches the green on the dress. Next, we're gonna do things a little different. I've actually already worn this dressing gown in a way that doesn't make me look like a cupcake, and I would totally show you photos, but the photos don't do it any justice. Let me show you how it moves. For jewelry, I'm doing the same gold hoops, and I'm not doing a necklace again. I don't think it needs it. As for sunglasses, these are just perfect. Bringing it all together with this little bag. This is what I was talking about. The photos really don't do it any justice. I love the way it moves and how flouncy and fun it is. The pairings also offset any of the overly girly tones and make it more chic and elevated. Pulling this trend off as a shorty has a lot to do with getting the right kind of baby doll. Stay away from big ruffles or puffy sleeves. This trend can for sure go junior sometimes, so to elevate it, try some off-the-shoulder necklines, simple styles, and even bubble hems. And of course, you can always try vintage. It is clear that I'm a huge fan. These are some of the key terms that I found to turn out the best contenders. If this sounds like a lot of work, it's because it is. I already spent a lot of time looking for the best petite size and petite friendly baby doll styles and curated a massive list. Here's a look at the highlights, but if you're interested in looking at the entire thing, just make sure to click the link in the description, enter your email, and I will send it to you. If you're looking for more inspo to pull off this trend, look no further. These are some fellow shorties wearing the trend in their own way. I'm a big fan of Natasha and Courtney's darker take on styling. I also really like Rebecca and Hannah's full-length version of the style. And finally, let's just take a moment to appreciate Molly's styling with her completely transparent baby doll dress. From everything that we've looked at, here are 8 tips to keep in mind when you're tackling this trend as a shorty. First, when shopping, look for minimalist styles. Look for baby doll styles that have a touch of sexiness, whether that's an off-the-shoulder neckline or an aspect of sheerness. Alternatively, a modern hemline could make all the difference. So currently the bubble hem's really big, and so is the high-low hemline. Balance the girliness with some boyish styling. Experiment with punk elements like studs, fishnets, and the color black in general. Dresses and cowboy boots have always been a winning combo, and it's no exception in this case. Carlos Nazario's styling on Michael Kors showed us how a blazer can make a baby doll look a little bit more grown up. If you're gonna keep your styling very ladylike and feminine, make sure your accessories are on the minimal side. If you want to partake on the trend, but you don't do minis, then experiment with adding pants. You never know, your outfit might look as good as smart does. Don't forget, keep it short.